Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is my this is my second attempt of trying to make this video, man. I'm just trying to. I was thinking about it for a while, man. I was thinking about it for a while, what kind of approach I should take to this. But I do want to try to keep it short, man. This is about Tyson Fury making some I guess it was like a religious rant. Some people might see it as a homophobic rant. I don't. But I'm reading on the Daily Mail, article. The headline is vile homophobic slur of British boxing star Tyson Fury accused of being offensive and deranged. So he was accused of being offensive and deranged after quasi-religious diatribe on abortion, pedophilia, and being gay. Right. So this article was published November 7th, 2015. And I guess Zulu time, it would be, regular time, it would be 3:34 Eastern Standard Time. So in the U.S., I guess. So let's see here, man. Anyway, let me just read a quote. What did he say? He said, there are only three things that need to be accomplished before the devil comes home," he said. That's what he was quoted. It's like one of them being homosexuality being legal in countries. One of them is abortion, and the other one is Pedophilia. Who would have thought in the 1950s and 60s that those first two would be legalized? Now, if you're not religious, it's all right. I wouldn't say I'm religious and whatnot. Do I believe everything in the Bible? It was written by man, and people have their own perceptions of what they see and their own perceptions of reality. History is like his story. That's what he's called. History is his story. If the guy believes, if you want to believe it, you can believe it. If there's facts to show that it's true, then it's true. But whatever you feel about the Bible, is a great book of wisdom and the spiritual guidance, man. And for me, that's all religion. I don't call religion like BS or nothing like that. I'm not for disrespecting it because those words of wisdom in those books, man, have helped a lot of people spiritually and stuff like that. So a lot of people always look at the leaders and stuff like that, but even the Bible says beware of false prophets, and if you find one that has nothing to do with the word, you know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to listen to the word. You ain't really supposed to be following it. And technically, basically in the Bible, you ain't supposed to be following no damn body, because and see, that's why I don't really want to really get into this, but I think it's good to get into it just a little bit. Even the Jews, they weren't even supposed to have a king, man. I forgot. What was that, Solomon or something like that? Book of Solomon or something like that, man. I studied up on it in school, man. But they weren't supposed to have a king, because the king would tax you, and they weren't supposed to have horses, because if you have horses, that means you can start an army and stuff like that. So you have the king that will tax you, and then you're not supposed to have horses, so you won't start wars and stuff like that. Well, anyway, obviously people ain't really following the word like they're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Then some people take it to a whole nother level, where other religions is like, hey, we gotta go to war and stuff like that. So, and all this other stuff. But if you just follow the word as far as like spiritual guidance and stuff like that, and dissect, take out all the other nonsense, these books ain't really too bad. Not for spiritual guidance, if you want to go that route. But anyway, he has a point. he has a point, man. He has a strong point on this, and I support him. Uh, I support him on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't support his his belief. I support him saying what he has to say because he has some relevance. It makes sense because he said, if I would have told you 225 years ago that a 1,000 ton airplane is going to fly through the sky and in a piece of steel, you know, that would have been considered ludicrous. Yeah, excuse me. You know, anyway, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Hooked on phonics, man. But anyway, yeah, man. He said if I would have told you that, a 1,000 ton airplane was flying through the sky, a piece of steel, that would have been considered ludicrous. Pretty much sums it up. I had to have a second go at that. Please forgive me. But anyway, so yeah, he's right, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's right. We know that to be true. I mean, the Wright brothers. I mean, look at them. Guys were trying to people say, "Oh, that can't be done," and a lot of people were discouraging other people from making adventures and stuff like that. We come a long way. I mean, you had the trains, with the railroads, and then you had steam engines. Then you had radios and stuff like that. And ain't nobody even think this stuff was possible. Now we got electricity. We gotten all this in the past 20 years, plus years. If you look back to, 200 years ago, and you would have told some guy hey man, we would have had a cell phone. I would have been able to, face to face talk on a cell phone, I mean, even in the '60s, man, with Star Trek, Star Trek came out '50s or '60s or something like that. Star Trek, when the dude's talking on a little walkie-talkie or whatever the hell, and everybody was like, oh man, that's crazy, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, just to let y'all know, man. They say what's his name say? Rick Ross, the devil is a lie. I don't know exactly the whole song. I just remember that hook. But yeah, man, the devil is a lie, bro, and he works slowly, man. Things move slowly. It's like step by step. It's like little crumbs. You know what I'm saying? If I was to bake you a cake, you'd be like, oh man, that's a nice cake. But if I was to give you that same cake and crumbs, and it just took a little time, you probably wouldn't be happy about it. But I mean, at the end of the day, no matter how long it takes, if the final result is a cake, that's what it is. It's a cake. It don't matter how long it took, right? It just took a little bit at a time. All I had to do was get the flour. That took some time. Then the sugar. Then the eggs. Then I had to find some firewood. Just a little piece, piece by piece, a little bit here, a little bit there. A little bit of glitter and decorations. Well, voila, here goes the cake. Here goes the final result. But, it took a whole lot. I had to break a few eggs, to make it happen. So, with that, man, Tyson Fury has a point. Some people say he's racist and stuff like that. And some people say he's crazy. But with this, he's not crazy, man. He's not crazy. And just on another point, that the whole pedophilia thing, we do have to look out for that, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people try to deny it. A lot of kids aren't being protected. It's probably a whole lot better than it was 120 years ago, as far as protecting kids. But I mean, look what happened with the subway dude, man. What was that guy's name? I forgot his name. The dude that did all the subways. You know what I'm saying? The fat dude. That dude was a pedophile, man. And oh yeah, just to let you know on a personal note, dude, This dude I was in a service with, pedophile. Yep, pedophile. We knew he was a pedophile. He just that's all. We knew it. He just never wasn't caught until one dude hopped on his computer, used his computer. So you say this stuff. You want to tell Tyson Fury he's crazy. Nah, they out there. They out there. It's just I see this woman on my block all the time. All the time, her family, her parents, her own parents. That's what I'm telling you. They got rings of this stuff, man. They got these child sex rings and stuff like that, and stuff that's going on. That's why I want to mention it, man. That's really why I want to mention it for the kids, and for everybody do their due diligence. If you see something, say something. But her and her sister, they were like sold out. The brother was pimped out for a Cadillac, by a dude that was homosexual. Yeah, the dude was homosexual. He wanted to have sex with this boy or whatever like that. He offered the father, like, I'll buy him a Cadillac if you let me be with your son, whatever like that. And he had a Cadillac. Yeah, he got his Cadillac. But yeah, they messed up now, man. On drugs, they crazy and stuff like that. They messed up. Seriously, they messed up. Right up on this block where I stay, they messed up. Molested, sold into child, that sex ring and stuff they be having, pedophilia and stuff like that, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. I don't really want to go into that much, but I did. So I mean, but yeah, people want to say that he's crazy, but he's got a point there. Sometimes it's the stuff that sounds crazy, that is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real, man. The crazier it sounds, the more true it probably is. You need to pay attention to some of these crazy people you want to call crazy and just take a listen. You ain't got to believe it, but you want to listen and you want to check it. You want to look at the facts. So take what he said, Tyson Fury said, do some research and about pedophilia and how it correlates with some of the stuff that's going on with some of these laws that's being passed, and maybe you want to think about is Tyson Fury really all that crazy? I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, catch y'all later. Bye.